I've always wondered, why is it that people can serve in office so late into the years of their life? Mitch McConnell, not a particularly disrespectful guy, at least I don't think I am. But we got to talk about the fact that we got real dinosaurs in office. I mean, we got folks who are as old as Pompey and Caesar in office. Okay, we got real ancient folk. Okay, Boudica type niggas. Okay, we got real ancients in office. Mitch McConnell had basically what seems to be a health scare in the middle of a briefing to the GOP in Washington. Let's look at it. It's crazy.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. We're on a path to finishing the NDA this week. Been good bipartisan cooperation and a string of
Okay, Mitch? Anything else you want to say, or should I just go back to the press? Do you want to say anything else to the press?
Go ahead, John.
I'll take a break. Let's go back to.
Jeez, that was a tough watch. It looked like he had some sort of maybe possibly a minor stroke or something, just in the middle of addressing his people, his camp. I don't know what's going on with him personally, so I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, Mitch McConnell's having this health issue. No. But what I will say is this, though. He's too old to be in office. Him, Biden, Pelosi, all of these ancients, all of these Draugr, all of these, bro, they got to go, bro. I'm telling you right now, bro, they got to go. We got real gramps and grannies up in office telling everybody what to do. It's crazy how you can join the military at 18 years old. We said 18, 19-year-old Marines, soldiers, SEALs, all Air Force, Special Forces, Green Beret, all type of 19, 20-year-olds into Iraq and Afghanistan to get blown up and shot at, to shoot people and blow people up, and yet they're not old enough to run their own country. But you, at 80-something years old, can barely walk, can barely talk in the case of Joe Biden, some, terrifying health scares in the case of McConnell. Pelosi just looks like she's clinging on to just the thinnest thread of life. I mean, bruh, it's unfair that people this disconnected from reality, this opportunistic at such an old age are running our country. Where's the soul and the spirit in these people? If God blesses me enough to live that long and still be healthy, relatively speaking, I'm not going to be in office at 80-something years old. The hubris you have to still be in office at 80-something. Go home, okay? Go home to your grandkids. Go teach them their ABC. Go do something beautiful with the rest of your life while you're still here. You still want, bro, I ain't got time to be arguing back and forth with y'all niggas when I'm 80-some years old, okay? If I make it in the office, trust and believe me, at 80-something, I'm not going back and forth with y'all. I'm going home. My black ass, home. Me, home. I'm going home. I'm not doing this with y'all. I'd rather play Xbox on live at 80, 90 years old, can barely react to the game, than be in front of y'all telling y'all what to do. The only way I could accept scenarios like this is if everyone else is just incompetent. Everyone else is psychotic, incompetent, and crazy. I will admit this, though. Pelosi, Biden, McConnell, people of that, in their age group, they do represent a time in American politics where things are more professional, all, dare I say it, boring, less entertaining, less theatrics, more, matter of fact. Those Obama days, politics was a boring subject. It wasn't some big thing that we were all into and really cutthroat about as a country. Ever since Trump, we haven't been the same since. Okay, these folks do represent a better time in American politics in terms of decorum and behavior, but it's time to admit and acknowledge and understand that these folks are too old to be in office. It's sick and twisted that you're old enough to go to Iraq and get shot in the neck, but you're not old enough to run your country as the president. president, the vice president, a senator, congressman. Hold on, let me look up the age. The minimum age for Congress. For example, in order to be a senator in the United States, you got to have a minimum of 30 years under your belt. A minimum of 30 years under your belt to be a senator. Okay, let's look at this. It says this in Senate.gov. The Constitution sets 3 qualifications for service in the U.S. Senate. Age at least 30. U.S. citizenship at least 9 years. I don't know about that. I feel like if you weren't born here, you should not be in the Senate. But 30 years old, bro? Really? Really? 30 years of age? Come on, bro. Like, what are we talking about? You can go be a Marine at 18. Sign up for some shit you probably really don't even really want to be a part of until it's too late. You can sign up to be a soldier, all of that. But you can't be a member of the Senate? You can't serve your nation on an administrative level outside of the military unless you're like 25, 30. It's sick. And we got folks 80 some years old. Okay, you know what? It would be fair if we made an age limit for the elderly. It shouldn't be until the wheels fall off. It should be, okay, look, you're too old now. Biden, Pelosi, McConnell. All right, time to go. Y'all been in office a long time. We all know you guys are corrupt. You got all this money hidden away. You'll be okay. You're rich. Y'all have multiple homes and y'all aren't rappers. Y'all aren't rappers, actors, YouTubers, none of that. But y'all got multiple cribs all across the country, so we know y'all are financially set. Just go home. Just go home. It's okay to just go home. I'm tired of this idea that it's okay for these, like, just out of touch people that are oftentimes in bad health running the country. How is it fair to the people of the United States to have a president that's falling up the stairs, falling on stages, can barely finish sentences? It's unacceptable. Unacceptable. We need to promote better engagement in politics amongst the youth in a healthy manner. Healthy manner. But all of this stuff that's going on, like, I'm sick and tired of, like, I'm sick and tired of this being accepted. Like, it's okay. There's so many things that we just don't question and fight back against as the people, and it's so weird. Like, how many times do we need to see? How many times do we need to see? How many health issues do we need to see amongst these extremely elderly members of Congress before we say, all right, bro, enough's enough? So ultimately, bro, like, sad to see Mitch McConnell in that situation. Don't have any beef with the guy. I'm not one of those, like, rabid, politically obsessed people that, like, celebrates the demise of others. That's just not me. But I can admit and I can acknowledge and point out when things have gone too far. Like, this guy is just not fit for office anymore. And that's just the fact of the matter. I disagree with anybody who tries to contradict that in any way, shape, or form. So, you know, hopefully we can limit the age of how long you can stay in Congress for. You know, if you're like 80 something years old, you've participated in enough corruption, you've done enough, you've done enough underhanded bullshit. You'll be financially straight. Just go home, go away. So that's my opinion on it. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.